Hey, and welcome to another vlog. What are you doing? Hope you guys had a great week. It is the weekend. Weeks are flying by, and my belly continues to get big. Look at this. I think it's time for a little belly check. Look at this. Do you see this? Look at this belly. It's getting big. All right, I'm just gonna get right to the vlog, people. On Monday, Stellas and I went to the park for a little bit.
Just run away with me, darling. We'll get
Okay, Stellas and I busted home from the park, and now we are heading out to go to Queen Mary Hospital, my second home. I have an appointment with the anesthesiologist today so he can take a look at my spine because I have a very crooked spine, as I've mentioned before. And so he can kind of know what he's working with on the day so that the epidural isn't a horrible experience as it has been the last 2 pregnancies. So this appointment with the anesthesiologist is something I've been looking forward to for months, and it's crucial because with the last 2 babies, I've had a real bugger of a time with the epidural. I have pretty bad scoliosis, bad enough to where the anesthesiologists at really good hospitals have not been able to get it right the first time. Brigham and Women's with Evan, they had to poke me 3 times and then just give me a spinal block. And then at Cedars with Stella, it was super stressful actually. I had a dural puncture where they punctured the casing, the spinal casing. That was not pleasant. I was hunched over and I could feel the needle. Then all of a sudden it just felt like shards of glass, like coming up into my neck, into my head, the worst headache imaginable. And I told them, I said, oh my gosh, my head. And then that's when they knew. I heard some like whoops. Because it was punctured, the epidural just spread out and I went numb, basically like up my body. I couldn't swallow, I was drooling, I couldn't form words. It was freaky. As you can imagine, I wasn't able to push, so Stella was a forceps delivery. Yeah, that wasn't fun. And it took a while for the epidural to wear off, and I had a headache for about the next 12 hours, a severe headache. So I was able to speak with the anesthesiologist who looked at my spine and took notes and put everything into the system and basically told me that that last epidural could have been really bad had it gone all the way up to my brainstem. That did not fill me with a lot of excitement for this next epidural. I mean, basically he said, if you want to cut out all the risks of that happening again, then don't get one. But dude, I don't know. I don't think I want to try that without the anesthesia. I don't know. Do I get an epidural? Maybe I just decide now not to get an epidural. Just thinking about it, that evening there was some DJing going on in the house. Tuesday, I picked Stella up from school and then we headed to Kennedy Town for a really fun photo shoot. We've come to Kennedy Town to meet Sakshi, a friend of mine and also a very good photographer who is going to do a Belle photo shoot with Stella today.
So, do we put some glitter here?
Say hi, Sakshi.
Hey!
This is the talented photographer. Yay! And you're pretty excited because you just heard you get.
And your baby's excited.
Yeah, he probably is.
Stella, do you want to put some of the glitter in here?
It's funny, anytime anyone ever asks me, like, is Stella gonna be okay in front of the camera? Is she gonna be okay with the photo shoot? I just kind of giggle and smile and say, just wait and see. photo shoot, we had a problem actually even getting down the elevator. It was one of those old school elevators and we didn't know how to work it. And we held that elevator up for like 10 minutes because we didn't know what to do.
I don't know what's going on. The elevator. I don't know what's happening. So we have to take the stairs.
I think we have to take the stairs. We just hadn't closed the door tightly enough. That's why it wasn't working. Then Stellas and I had a nice little afternoon in Kennedy Town. We went to lunch together. And now Stellas and I are having a girls' date.
My hair is all out.
Covered in glitter. We're at this place called, what's it called? Little Creatures in Kennedy Town. And we have glitter all over our faces. Part of mine is glitter, part of mine is greasy face.
Follow me, Mom.
Okay.
No, you put it in front of your head.
Oh. We're poking our eyes? Is that this move?
You have to do it.
I'm doing. What am I supposed to do? Grab my eyebrows? That's rude.
Yes.
But then we could not find a taxi. It was changeover time, the time of the day when the taxi drivers changed the taxis over to the next taxi driver. So everybody was off duty. We could not find a taxi to save our lives. In the end, we decided to hop on a tram, which is quite a long tram ride because the tram, it goes slow. And we were on the very end of the route, trying to get to the other end of the route. So it's an enjoyable ride, but you have to have time to do it. So recently, Evan has really gotten into jazz. It's this newfound love he has for jazz music. I'm not really sure where it comes from. One night, and it happens to be this night, we heard jazz blaring from his bedroom. You hear that jazz? That's coming from Evan's room. And on Wednesday, there was more jazz.
Mummy had mentioned that you were doing DJing, yeah. Is it easy?
Someone's really into jazz right now. Miles Davis. We were sitting here in the kitchen, all of a sudden we hear. Oh, be careful! Thursday, Stellas and I had our football club date with Dee and Maya. That's becoming a regular thing.
And she's all
She's not a princess, she's a queen.
yeah.
She's all yeah. Queen Maya. Here she goes. Stand up. Big girl, big girl. Yay. Yay.
breakdancing. There we go.
I'm gonna do my tour.
So, Auntie Dee and Maya left, and we are supposed to be leaving as well, but there were tears. So now I've promised her to play with her for 15 more minutes. I am so not in the mood. And then that evening, Peter had to work really late.
What
happened?
Tell mommy about the flying Pikachu.
I think Evan has a skin condition where he can't have cloth against his flesh, his chest.
Mom, it's my house. What the heck?
So that night, Peter had to work late, so the kids and I messed around at the house. Evan is turned into Stella's bottle flipping coach, and there was a whole lot of bottle flipping going on. And that night, Stella came out on her first try and boom, landed it.
Guys, watch me do this first try.
Okay, just kidding. Maybe it took her a few tries. You guys have an enjoyable weekend. We are gonna go to the trampoline park and bounce our guts out. Maybe I'm not, but they're gonna bounce their guts out.
You do a double backflip, Mom.
Oh,
I think.
he's gonna do a double backflip, so I'm gonna make sure I document that. And Stella, she's gonna do a double front flip.
I can't do both.
She's gonna land on her bum and then jump back onto her feet. Okay, have a great weekend. We'll see you on the next vlog. Bye!